Have you ever wondered what it takes to be a king? And more importantly, what it takes to lose a kingdom? Today, we're diving into one of history's most compelling tales of power, pride, and downfall. The story of Saul, the first king of Israel. It's a story that starts with a humble farm boy and ends in a battlefield tragedy. Picture this. The people of Israel are clamoring for a king, someone to lead them, to unite them, just like the other nations. And who does God choose? Not a mighty warrior or a wealthy nobleman, but Saul, a man from the smallest tribe who was out looking for his father's lost donkeys. He was tall, handsome, and by all accounts, incredibly humble. The prophet Samuel finds him and anoints him with oil, a secret sign that he is the chosen one. At first, Saul is so shy he even hides among the baggage when he's supposed to be presented as king. But when the Ammonites threaten an Israelite city, a different Saul emerges. Filled with the Spirit of God, he rallies the troops and leads them to a stunning victory. Saul, the reluctant leader, becomes a national hero. He unites the scattered tribes and establishes a true kingdom. The future looked incredibly bright. But here's where the story takes a turn. Power is a tricky thing. Before a major battle against the powerful Philistines, Saul was instructed by Samuel to wait 7 days for him to arrive and offer a sacrifice. But as the days passed, Saul's army grew restless, and some even started to desert. Panicked, Saul takes matters into his own hands. He offers the sacrifice himself, a sacred duty reserved for the prophet. Just as he finishes, Samuel arrives. The prophet's words are chilling. "You have done a foolish thing. You have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you." Because of this act of impatience and disobedience, Samuel declares that Saul's kingdom will not endure. Later, God gives Saul another chance, a clear command to completely destroy the Amalekites, a long-standing enemy of Israel. Saul wins the battle, but he spares their king and keeps the best of their livestock. When Samuel confronts him, Saul makes excuses, saying the animals were for sacrificing to God. But Samuel delivers one of the most famous lines in the Bible: "To obey is better than sacrifice." With that, God officially rejects Saul as king. The Spirit of God departs from him, and a dark, troubling presence begins to torment him. Into this darkness steps a young shepherd boy named David. He's a skilled musician, and his music is the only thing that soothes Saul's troubled mind. And then, the giant Goliath challenges Israel, and David, armed with just a sling and his faith, defeats him. David becomes a national superstar overnight. The people sing, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his tens of thousands." This praise ignites a fire of jealousy in Saul's heart. The man who was once his comfort now becomes the object of his obsession and rage. He sees David not as a loyal servant, but as a rival who will steal his throne. This paranoia consumes him. On 2 separate occasions, while David is playing the harp, Saul hurls a spear at him, trying to pin him to the wall. David is forced to flee for his life, and Saul launches a kingdom-wide manhunt, relentlessly pursuing the man he once loved through the wilderness. It's a tragic descent from a respected king to a paranoid tyrant, blinded by jealousy. This brings us to the final, heartbreaking chapter. Saul's reign, which began with so much promise, is now a shadow of its former self. He is isolated, abandoned by God, and haunted by his own demons. The Philistines gather once again for a massive battle. Terrified, Saul seeks guidance, but God is silent. In a desperate and forbidden act, he consults a medium at Endor to summon the spirit of the prophet Samuel. But the message from the afterlife offers no comfort, only a prophecy of doom. By this time tomorrow, Saul and his sons will be dead. The next day, on the slopes of Mount Gilboa, the prophecy comes true. The Israelite army is routed. Saul's 3 sons, including his brave son Jonathan, David's best friend, are killed in the fighting. Wounded and facing capture, Saul asks his own armor-bearer to kill him, but the man refuses. So, the first king of Israel takes his own sword and falls on it, ending his life and his tragic reign. His story serves as a powerful reminder that it's not how you start that matters most, but how you finish. It's a lesson in obedience, humility, and the corrosive power of jealousy. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into history. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, hit that like button and subscribe for more epic tales. Let me know in the comments what you think is the biggest lesson from Saul's life. See you in the next video.